Right, so it's official. Footballers are being overworked, and I got the receipts to prove it. FifPro, the organisation that governs footballers all across the globe, has released their report on workload in footballers, and the results ain't great. Basically, what it's saying is that we've got an international calendar that isn't fit for purpose. We've got an industry that has failed to safeguard the players, and as a result, we are not meeting their recommendation. So I'm going to jump into it. As I always say, if you like this type of content, actually hit like, subscribe, join the party, and let's go. Right, so what are FifPro's actual recommendations? Okay, so in terms of breaks, listen to this. Off-season breaks are mandatory, should last at least 5 weeks, and must take place outside the club and national team. Okay, so 5 weeks off-season. They also recommend a 2-week break mid-season, and again, away from national team, away from club team. That's what they recommend. Now next, listen to this. They recommend 5 days of rest and recovery time between 2 appearances, okay? So that's 120 hours. And the reason for that is, according to FifPro's own study, players need at least 120 hours between games to perform at their best over a season and to manage injury risk. So that's why they're doing this, basically. All right. Only other concept I want you to get used to this word, and the word is critical zone or critical minutes, right? Basically, if we say that you need 5 days rest between games to recover, okay? A critical minute or critical match is any match or minute that a player plays when they have not adequately recovered from the previous match. So, say you had a match on Saturday, then you played another match on Tuesday. Those 90 minutes on a Tuesday would be classified as critical minutes, and that would be a critical match. So a kind of a higher risk match. If you then had another match on, say, Thursday or Friday, again, you haven't given yourself that 5 days rest. And so that 90 minutes will add and also be another 90 critical minutes. So in that week, you've got 180 critical minutes or 2 critical games. So that's how it kind of works. That's how they look at it. Now let's see the report. In terms of rest and recovery, 5 days of rest and recovery is afforded on average for less than half of the matches. Less than half of them, okay? Some players, in fact, played more than 2/3 of their game without time for proper recovery. It obviously then goes on to say that the constant rhythm of midweek, weekend matches will undermine the ability to actually rest during the week for the player. Now, in terms of season breaks. Now, season breaks, I thought that would be the easy one, but listen to this. Over the last 3 seasons, 45% of off-season breaks did not meet the minimum recommended length for the player. Players based in UEFA territory have the least amount of time between seasons. So UEFA, that's a little wake-up call to you guys. And the final thing I wanted to cover was this critical zone, these critical minutes, these back-to-back matches. Playing time in the critical zone has been on the rise across the board. Top players appear in 60, sometimes even 70 games in a season, and they play 70 to 75% of their minutes in back-to-back matches, with peaks of up to 80%, depending on the time of the season, basically. So basically, what this is saying is simple. The load on some of these players is too much, and there's not been any checks and balances in place. Okay, let me give you some examples. I want to give out my workload awards. Check this. The first one goes to Ruben Dias. Ruben Dias, over the last 3 seasons, has played 198 matches at an average of 66 matches per season, okay? Not only has he played 66 matches per season, the average number of minutes per game is actually 92.7. So he's actually somehow managed to outdo himself. I don't know quite how that happened, but 92.7 average minutes per game, and 73.3% of all those minutes have been in the critical zone. So he's a beast. Ruben Dias is a beast. And you got to look at the trophies he's got with it as well. So respect on his name. I got to give the workload award for Golden Boy, Pedri. Now listen to this. I didn't even know this. I ain't going to lie to you. This should this be illegal? There's got to be child labour laws. Pedri played 78 matches between September 2020 and August 2021. I mean, no break, top level, La Liga, Euros, Olympics. I think he got injured massively beginning of the season. It was always going to happen. But again, outrageous. So what we got to do about it? What are we going to do about it? A few ideas. I'm definitely going to do videos on this, but a few ideas. Okay, unlimited subs. Come on, someone's got a nibble at that. I honestly believe unlimited subs is the way forward. I'm going to do a video on it definitely this month. Definitely this month. Limit the number of matches a player can play in the season. Controversial. But if teams can't regulate it, then some regulator is going to have to come in and do it themselves. I'm going to do a video on that. Don't worry about it. maybe less games, just less games or less back-to-backs. Will a trophy or a cup have to go? Ugh, controversial. For me, I don't think so. But again, we'll do a video on that. There we are. That's the thoughts. I got so much more on this. I will see you on the next video. Peace.